Welcome to my channel. I am Blackthorn and I am a tarot reader and educator. If you are bored with the classic 3-card tarot spread and you have 3 to 4 hours to kill, I have a tarot spread for you. Today we're going to talk about Rahdue's Wheel, a tarot spread that uses all 78 cards in the tarot deck. Personally, I'm unable to lay down all the cards on any surface that isn't a floor using a regular tarot deck, so I bought a keychain sized deck just for this spread. I recommend you also use your smallest tarot deck as well. Rahdue's Wheel was first published in Tarot Handbook for the Journeyman by Eileen Connolly. Although she did imply that it was around before then and that this was just the first time that it was in print. Rahdue's Wheel is meant to help the client access past life insight and inner wisdom. Connolly recommended Rahdue's Wheel as an alternative to meditation for people who struggle with meditation. This reading can take several hours to get through, so you will definitely end up in a meditative state if you get in the zone. There is a way to spread this reading out throughout the entire year instead of doing it in one long sitting. I will make a separate video about that. Prior to the reading, the client should write down a list of questions, no more than 9. The list of questions is kept a secret from the tarot reader until the last section of the reading, which is called the Malkuth Block. Here are a couple of other things to keep in mind. This tarot spread is very involved. Make sure you practice reading for yourself before you read for others. That should go for any tarot spread, but this one is especially complex. You will notice some keywords from Kabbalah with a K in this case. The way Connolly describes the spread, knowledge of Kabbalah isn't necessary to find the spread useful, but it will definitely add more spiritual significance if you have that information in your back pocket. Keep in mind that any court cards that appear in this reading will represent a real person. Connolly recommends using a gold candle for this reading. That's up to you and your beliefs, in my opinion. Now let's begin. You're going to lay down the cards and analyze them by section. So when you're working on the inner wheel, for example, you're going to lay down cards 1 through 13 and analyze them before you move on to laying down the cards for the center wheel. Cards 1 through 13 make up the inner wheel and represent the present. Cards 14 through 26 make up the center wheel and represent the future. Cards 27 through 39 make up the outer wheel and represent the past. Cards 40 through 49 make up the Dagim Block and represent the client's most recent past life. Cards 50 through 59 represent the Pillar of Taleh and represent people from the client's past life and how they're affecting their current life. Cards 60 through 69 represent the Pillar of Shor and represent the karmic seed, which means the cause for karmic situations. And finally, cards 70 through 78 represent the Malkuth Block, and each card will answer one of the 9 questions that the client wrote down before the reading began. Please note that when laying down the cards for the Malkuth Block, the 9 cards should not be facing up. Solidifiers. There are a number of solidifiers in this tarot spread. Think of them as summary cards or predictive cards. Card 13 solidifies the inner wheel and represents results from the present. If a court card appears here, they represent a person who will be important in the near future. If an ace card appears here, a new chapter is about to begin. Card 26 solidifies the center wheel and represents direction resulting from the immediate future. The card does not forecast past 3 months. Card 39 solidifies the outer wheel and represents results from past activity. Card 49 solidifies the Dagim Block and represents the key to the present life. Card 59 solidifies the Pillar of Taleh and represents the key to knowledge. Card 69 solidifies the Pillar of Shor and represents key to the karmic seed. The inner wheel. Begin the reading with the inner wheel. The first card will be placed at the 1 o'clock position. Place cards in a circle until you reach the 12 o'clock position. The 13th card, otherwise known as a solidifier, is placed directly under the 12th card. Each card in the wheel represents an area of life. If you know about the houses in astrology, these positions will be very familiar to you. Card 1, Inner Self, Karmic Path. Card 2, Security and Relationships. Card 3, Plans, Ideas, and Philosophies. Card 4, Background, Parent, Home. Card 5, Hopes, Desires, Pleasures. Card 6, Health Concerns. Card 7, partners, loved ones. Card 8, the mystic symbol, potential gains. Card 9, distance travel. Card 10, karmic amplitude, life's work. Card 11, true desire for self and others. Card 12, the subconscious. The center wheel. Once you get to the center wheel, each placement is the same as the first. You will just be reading the cards for the future instead of the present. Card 14, inner self, karmic path. Card 15, security. Card 15, security and relationships. Card 16, plans, ideas, philosophies. Card 17, background, parents, home. Card 18, hopes, desires, pleasures. Card 19, health concerns. Card 20, partners, loved ones. Card 21, the mystic symbol, potential gains. But you will be combining the meaning of card 21 with the meaning of card 8. According to Connolly, the results in this position are always beneficial. Keep that in mind if you get a card that is usually unfavorable, like the Tower or the Five of Pentacles. The idea is that karmic forces work to break down existing patterns to help the client move forward and evolve. So, no matter the card, it will be to the client's benefit. Card 22, distance travel. Card 23, karmic amplitude. Combine the meaning of this card with card 10. This represents your life's work and source of satisfaction. This will show the client how they can reach satisfaction in the 12 weeks ahead. Card 24, true desire for self and others. Card 25, the subconscious. The center wheel ends with the 26th card inside to the left of the first solidifier, which is card 13. This will summarize the wheel and provide a prediction valid for the next 3 months. Analyze the center wheel before continuing with the outer wheel. The outer wheel. This wheel reviews the immediate past, which is a maximum of 28 days. I will go over how you calculate the immediate past in a sec. Card 27, inner self, karmic path. Card 28, security and relationships. Card 29, plans, ideas, philosophies. Card 30, background, parents, home. Card 31, hopes, desires, pleasures. Card 32, health concerns. Card 33, partners, loved ones. Card 34, the mystic symbol, potential gains. You're going to combine the meaning of this card with cards 8 and 21. The immediate past relates to events already established during the previous esoteric month, which is a maximum of 28 days. The esoteric month begins on the 1st of every month and ends on midnight on the 28th of that month. It can be shorter than 28 though. So the example that Connolly uses is March 14. If you are doing a reading on March 14, the immediate past refers to activity between March 1st and March 14 only. Card 35, distance, travel. Card 36, karmic amplitude. This represents your life work. Combine the meaning of this card with cards 10 and 23. Card 37, true desire for self and others. Card 38, the subconscious. Card 39 is the solidifier for this wheel, and it goes to the right of the first solidifier, which is card 13. After the wheels, we move on to the blocks. One thing to note here, the blocks are read as one unit until the last block, which I'll explain. The Dagim Block, cards 40 through 48. There is no time sequence in the interpretation of the Dagim Block. It will only bring up a past life situation that is relevant to a present situation. You're going to lay down the cards from right to left. If you're reading for a woman 30 years or older, the first queen to appear represents the client in a past life. If you're reading for a man 30 years or older, the first king to appear represents a client in a past life. If the client is 29 years or younger, male or female, they will be represented by the first page to appear. Don't focus on whether this block is positive or negative. Focus on the patterns between the past life and the present life. Lay these cards out from right to left. Again, unlike the first 3 wheels, these 9 cards are read as one block. They contain information about the client's most recent past life and how it's affecting their current life and situation. This block will discuss karmic patterns carried over from the past life. Each card represents a separate situation from the querent's immediate past life. Card 49 is our 4th solidifier and the solidifier to this block. It represents the key to the present life. This card summarizes the Dagim Block and the querent's karmic patterns. The Pillar of Taleh. The Pillar of Taleh works similar to the Dagim Block, but instead of being about the querent's past life in general, this one zeroes in on the people from their past life and how they're relevant in this life. This pillar always goes to the right of the wheel. It starts from the bottom, card 50, to the top, card 58. The solidifier for this pillar is card 59, representing the key to knowledge. It summarizes the information in the pillar. If a king or queen appears in this pillar, they represent a soulmate. Connolly's explanation for this is heteronormative. So if the client is female and the king appears in this position, then it's her soulmate. If the client is male and a queen appears and it's his soulmate. I would say that either king or queen can represent qualities that describe the client's soulmate, regardless of the client's sex or gender. Again, I'll leave this up to you. The Pillar of Shor. The Pillar of Shor is the column to the left of the wheel. It's also meant to be read as one unit. Take extra care interpreting this block because it's meant to represent the cause for karmic patterns throughout the client's life. Connolly refers to this as the karmic seed. It's meant to show you how this karmic seed developed or what's happening in your life at this time that relates to this event. There are many karmic seeds, but you will only be shown the one that is the most relevant now. The querent will recognize these karmic situations as repetitive issues that have sprung up throughout their life, so empathy as a reader is key. Card 69 is a solidifier for this pillar, and it represents the lesson that the client should take from it. The final portion of this spread is a Malkuth Block containing cards 70 through 78. This is the final portion of the spread. These cards are presented beneath the Dagim Block. Place these cards face down. These cards should not be read until you finish interpreting the rest of the spread. This block is meant to answer the questions that the client wrote down before the reading began. If the client wrote down 9 questions, then each card will answer 1 question at a time, starting from 70 and onwards. Cards are only turned over when the question is asked. Card 70 answers question 1, card 71 answers question 2, etc. If the client only has 1 or 2 questions, still turn over and interpret each card individually. When all cards are revealed, go back and connect the cards in the block. When you're done with the Malkuth Block, then you will look at all 78 cards and read them as a whole, or, summarize it. And there you have it, your introduction to Rahdue's wheel. There's more to this spread, believe it or not, such as the importance of the number 9, karmic concepts, and a bigger conversation about Kabbalah and its place in tarot. But for now, this is enough information for you to make your first attempt. This is a lengthy spread, so take your time with it. This reading can easily become an all-day endeavor. If you would like for me to conduct a Rahdue's wheel reading for you, contact me on my website. Just go through the contact page and let me know what you're interested in. If you use this tarot spread, share it on Instagram and tag Blackthorn, because I am very curious to see how and where other people set up this spread and what deck they're using and what size the deck is. Again, I had to buy a keychain size 1 just to be able to put it on a table. If you found this useful, subscribe to this channel for more educational videos on tarot, the occult, and spirituality as a whole. There's a lot more coming, and I am excited to share it with you. Bye!